It's the middle of the night, and you're finally asleep after a long, exhausting day. Suddenly, the smallest sound pulls you awake. You open your eyes instantly, your heart starts beating faster, and for a few seconds you feel completely alert. There's no danger, no predator, no one outside your door. So why did your brain react as if your life depended on it? The answer takes us back tens of thousands of years, to a time when sleep was one of the most dangerous things a human could do. Ancient humans didn't sleep behind locked doors or inside comfortable homes. They slept in open caves, under trees, or beside weak campfires, surrounded by a world that wanted to kill them. As darkness covered the land, the rules of survival completely changed. During the day, humans could rely on their eyesight to detect danger, but at night that advantage disappeared. Predators like lions, hyenas, wolves, and leopards became the true rulers of the darkness, silently moving while humans struggled to see even a few meters ahead. Imagine lying on a bed made of dry leaves and animal skins, knowing that somewhere beyond the firelight, glowing eyes might already be watching you. Every crack of a branch, every rustle in the bushes, and every distant growl could mean that death was only seconds away. In a world like this, deep sleep wasn't a luxury humans could afford. Sleeping too heavily meant reacting too slowly, and reacting too slowly often meant never waking up again. Nature didn't reward the best sleepers. It rewarded the light sleepers, the people whose brains stayed alert even while their bodies rested. Generation after generation, those individuals survived more often, protected their families, and passed those survival instincts to their children. Slowly, over thousands of years, the human brain adapted to expect danger during the night, creating a built-in alarm system that still exists inside us today. This is why even now, a tiny sound can wake you from sleep almost instantly. Your bedroom may be completely safe, but your brain doesn't care about modern walls or locked doors. Deep inside, it still believes you're sleeping beside a fading campfire in the middle of the wilderness. Scientists believe that this ancient survival system explains many strange sleeping behaviors we still experience today. Waking up for no reason, feeling restless in unfamiliar places, or suddenly becoming alert after hearing the smallest noise may all be echoes of a world our ancestors survived long before civilization ever existed. But predators weren't the only reason ancient humans feared the night. There was another danger hiding in the darkness, one that was often even more unpredictable than wild animals, and it changed the way humans slept forever. But wild animals were only half the problem, because ancient humans also had to fear something even more dangerous: other humans. In a world where food was limited and survival depended on every resource, another tribe could attack without warning, stealing food, territory, or even family members under the cover of darkness. Unlike predators, humans were unpredictable. They could plan, wait, and strike at the perfect moment. That uncertainty forced ancient communities to develop a completely different way of sleeping, one that allowed them to rest without ever becoming completely defenseless. Instead of everyone falling into a deep sleep at the same time, groups naturally began taking turns staying more alert. Anthropologists call this sentinel behavior, where one or more individuals remained lightly asleep, constantly listening for unusual sounds while the rest of the group recovered their energy. This simple habit dramatically increased the group's chances of survival. If one person noticed danger just a few seconds earlier, the entire tribe had enough time to grab weapons, protect children, or escape before it was too late. Those extra seconds often made the difference between life and death. Over thousands of generations, natural selection favored brains that could react quickly during sleep. The people who woke up from the faintest sound survived more often than those who slept too deeply, and eventually this alert sleeping pattern became part of human biology itself. Even today, your brain never completely switches off while you're asleep. Modern neuroscience has shown that although your body rests, certain parts of your brain continue monitoring your surroundings, constantly deciding whether a sound is harmless or whether it deserves your immediate attention. That's why a parent can instantly wake up when their baby cries, even if they sleep through louder background noises. Your brain isn't simply hearing sounds. It's constantly judging which ones could matter for survival. Researchers have also discovered something fascinating about sleeping in unfamiliar places. During your very first night in a new environment, one hemisphere of your brain often remains slightly more active than the other. It's almost as if half your brain refuses to trust the surroundings while the other half tries to rest. Scientists call this phenomenon the first night effect, and it's one of the strongest pieces of evidence showing that our ancient survival instincts are still active today. Your logical mind may know that a hotel room is perfectly safe, but your primitive brain treats every unfamiliar place as potential danger until it has learned otherwise. This explains why so many people struggle to sleep well on the first night of a vacation, inside a new house, or even while camping with friends. Nothing dangerous may actually exist, yet your brain quietly keeps one eye open, just as it did thousands of years ago beside a dying fire. Perhaps the strangest part is that most of us never notice this process happening. We simply wake up feeling tired, assuming we slept badly, without realizing that our ancient brain spent the entire night standing guard, protecting us from threats that disappeared thousands of years ago. But if ancient humans rarely enjoyed deep, uninterrupted sleep, one important question still remains. How did their bodies recover? How did they heal, grow stronger, and survive generation after generation without the kind of sleep modern science tells us is essential? The answer completely changes the way we think about human sleep, and it's probably not what you expect. How ancient humans recovered is something scientists have debated for decades, and the answer is far more surprising than most people imagine. They probably didn't sleep the way we do today. Instead of expecting one long, uninterrupted night of perfect sleep, their rest was flexible, lighter, and spread around the constant demands of survival. Whenever the environment felt safe, they took advantage of it. A quiet afternoon, a peaceful campsite, or another group member standing watch gave their brains short opportunities to recover. Rest wasn't controlled by a clock. It was controlled by safety. Modern researchers believe that the human brain is incredibly adaptable. Even if deep sleep was interrupted, the body still found ways to recover over time. Survival always came first, and recovery happened whenever nature allowed it. This ancient strategy may explain why many people today naturally feel sleepy in the afternoon or why short naps can sometimes feel surprisingly refreshing. Our ancestors weren't following schedules. They were following opportunity. But civilization changed everything. We built houses, locked doors, comfortable beds, and safe communities. For the first time in human history, sleeping deeply became possible without immediately risking death. The strange part is that our environment changed much faster than our brains did. Evolution works over thousands of generations, not a few centuries. While our homes became safer, the ancient alarm system inside our heads remained almost exactly the same. That's why an unexpected sound at 3 o'clock in the morning can instantly wake you up. Your conscious mind knows it's probably nothing, but your ancient brain refuses to take that chance. To it, every unknown noise could still be the first warning of danger. It also explains why complete silence sometimes feels uncomfortable. Many people sleep better with the sound of a fan, gentle rain, or soft background noise because total silence allows the brain to focus on every tiny sound that might appear. A little consistent noise gives the ancient brain fewer unexpected signals to investigate. Even nightmares may have played an evolutionary role. Some scientists believe dreaming allowed our ancestors to mentally rehearse dangerous situations, preparing them to react faster if those events happened in real life. While this idea is still debated, it highlights one fascinating truth. The sleeping brain never truly stops working. So the next time you suddenly wake up in the middle of the night for no obvious reason, remember this. Your brain isn't broken, and it isn't overreacting. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do tens of thousands of years ago, keeping you alive. The world outside your window is completely different from the world your ancestors faced. But the brain inside your head is still carrying ancient instructions written during humanity's hardest battles for survival. Every unexpected sound, every restless night, and every moment of sudden alertness is a small reminder that evolution never completely erased our past. Ancient humans never slept deeply because sleeping too deeply could mean never waking up again. The people who survived were the ones whose brains stayed alert, and because they survived, you inherited that same ancient survival system. Ironically, one of the greatest reasons modern humans struggle with sleep isn't today's world at all. It's a brain that still believes the darkness outside is filled with predators waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Thousands of years have passed. Cities replaced forests. Walls replaced caves. Locks replaced campfires. Yet every single night, as you close your eyes, a tiny part of your ancient brain quietly takes its position, listening, watching, and making sure you wake up if danger ever returns. And maybe that's the most fascinating part of all. You think you're sleeping alone in a safe room, But every night, one of the oldest survival instincts in human history is still awake, standing guard until morning.